There's a moment at the end of Gladiator, just a brief, dreamlike sequence, where Maximus walks through a golden field, reaching for the door to his old villa. It's not real, but what if it was? What if Maximus lived? After the dust settled in the Colosseum, he walks away, scarred but alive. Where would he go? What kind of life would he build? That question became the seed for this video. As an architect and a fan of the film, I wanted to explore what that home might be. A place of peace, humility, and memory. And yes, just a touch of grit. In this video, I wanted to explore a simple idea. What if Maximus had lived? What would his home look like? A place of peace, not war. A Roman villa tucked into the countryside, where he could rest, reflect, and maybe plant those seeds he had dreamt of. Maximus is a general turned farmer, a man who saw the worst of empire and longed for something quieter. His family was from the hills of Trujillo in Spain. The villa wouldn't be lavish, but it wouldn't be small either. He was still a man of status. I imagined a property just outside a Roman provincial town, set among olive trees and stone terraces. This is a story not about conquest, but retreat, about letting go. Roman villas were more than homes. They were symbols of retreat, of connection to the land, and to self. The Stoics spoke often of simplicity. To be satisfied with little, to design a life, not just a space. So I started there, with restraint, with natural materials, axial alignment, and a sense of calm. I wasn't aiming to recreate a museum piece, but rather to capture the spirit of what Maximus might have built when he walked away from the arena. So my first challenge was imagining a layout that respected the classical Roman villa structure, but still felt personal. I started with a floor plan, central atrium, flanked by public and private wings. The atrium is quiet. There's no statue of a god, just a small shrine to his wife and son, a place to kneel, to remember. The tablinum opens to a courtyard with herbs and an olive tree. On one side, a modest triclinium, or dining room. On the other side, his study. I imagine him growing olives here, a shaded colonnade with rustling vines, and a space for solitude. This central courtyard isn't just a layout choice, it's symbolic. In design, the center is often where stillness resides, a place between movement, like Maximus himself, still but aware. This villa isn't about show, it's about rhythm. You wake with the sun, you walk through the garden, bathe in its silence, and you work the land. There's a master bedroom off the south wing, positioned to catch the rising sun. Beside it, a bath suite, stone and fire-heated water, open to the air. Moving into 3D, I keep the form simple. Stone walls, clay roof tiles, deep overhangs. I used Revit to define the spatial massing, but didn't over-detail it. The courtyard remained the anchor, and for every room, you would see it. The mistake I first made was overcomplicating it, trying to modernize it too much. It didn't feel right, so I pulled back. I stopped thinking like an architect and started thinking like someone who had survived. Maximus wouldn't be idle, so I designed his functional wings, a stable, a grain storage room, even an outdoor training yard. The old general in him would never quite retire. Function over flair, purpose over polish. I chose natural materials, weathered stone, raw timber, white plaster. I wanted warmth, but also timelessness, like something that belonged in the earth. This is where design becomes a kind of storytelling. A villa like this isn't just about where you sleep. It's about memory, identity. In many philosophies, there's an idea of impermanence, that beauty lies in what fades. So I imagined aging plaster, soft edges, light through olive trees. Here's the final space. Clean, grounded, quiet. A home for someone who had seen too much and simply wanted to be still. To grow something. To sit under the sun and not be remembered as a general, but as a man. You can just imagine him sitting quietly at the bench under the olive tree. No crown, no armor, just stillness, just the land. It's not perfect, but maybe that's the point. If architecture is about anything, it's about framing moments like this. I love these kind of projects because they're not just about structures, they're about empathy. What kind of space would someone need to heal? Design lets us ask big questions without needing big answers. This project wasn't for a client, it was for a story, and maybe a little bit for myself. Thanks for watching this design journey with me. If you like this kind of conceptual storytelling, I post stuff regularly, so hit subscribe, leave a comment. What kind of character's world would you want to see next? And if you want to support the channel, download some of the renderings and plans, you can check out my Patreon below. But until next time, stay curious and design with intent.